Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Coast to Coast with your host, 401 Raider Jeff. That's me. And my guy next to me is LV Raider 10.
What up, everybody?
So we're back after a miserable week of Raiders football on Sunday against the Colts.
What up, Will?
We're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're not gonna go too deep. There's no really bright spots. We're gonna talk about some other player possible news, and then we're going to do a little preview of this weekend's game against the Titans at home in Vegas. But before we get into that, we're going to do a little something different tonight, okay? Because we need to get my guy over here, my number one since day one, the first guy I've done shows with on a regular basis, my man Nate. We got to get him up with his numbers, okay? So at about, we just went on now, so it's 9:04. So at 9:15 p.m. Eastern time, so that's 9 minutes from now, I am going to switch from subscribers only on my channel to members only. So unless you're a member on my channel, you won't be able to see the show. You're going to have to switch over to Nate's channel, which is LV Raider 10.
Right here.
Okay? Make sure you guys get over to his YouTube channel and watch from there. So if you're a member, you're going to be able to see it on mine. If you're not a member, get your ass, even if you are a member of mine, get your ass over to his channel. So we're going to get him populated. We're going to probably do the same thing on Wednesday night, see how this works out tonight. So we're going to try and filter everybody over there. So just as we get into really talking about things, we're going to shut my system down and switch it to members only. And you want to see what we're talking about? Got to go to Nate's channel. So, with that being said, let's see who's here right now. We have Robert Pena's in the house.
What up, Robert Pena?
Raider Lions here.
Raider
Will's
Lions.
here, Silver and Black Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Accelerators in the house. What's up, brother? Daniel Berry, what's going on, man? OC Nation. Let's see. Sick Inchu sounds like Motorhead. I had it done up originally with AC/DCs, but I got copyrighted up the ass. So I had to switch the music, which sucks. See, Will just signed up for you. How did you just sign up now? Jesus, should have been signed up earlier. I want to see paper clips in the chat. Is what I want to see, because then I know everybody's on Nate's channel when they're talking. So, so let's get into this then, Nate. So week 5 versus the Colts on the road. What broke or never worked for the Raiders? We'll start with what you think. I want to hear your take on things.
To me, it's just inconsistency in offense, honestly. We are super inconsistent. Like, it seems like only the scripted plays. Like, if you know anything about an offense and what the initial drive is supposed to look like, those are all scripted. Those are, you go into the week and you go into the game and say, okay, we're running on our first drive, we're running this, and this. And then if we run out of the plays, then we'll pivot and we'll go to something else. We only look good in our scripted plays. And that means that our coaching staff, mainly Chip Kelly, who's calling the plays, isn't adjusting to what is working. Those scripted plays are supposed to tell you what is going to work in the majority of the game. Plays that works in those scripted plays is the ones that are supposed to be the general kind of plays you run throughout the game. And for some reason, we just don't do that. We completely go off script, like from what was working in our initial drive, and we try to put it all on Gino. It seems like we're always trying to put it all on Gino, and he has a terrible time because he turns the ball over so often, and then we're stuck with our defense on the field for a majority of the game. So that's what I think. Our offense is just extremely inconsistent.
And like you actually just said too, because that's definitely one of the things I was going to bring up tonight too. With that happening, with the defense ends up getting fatigued, and then we have that hard time on stopping teams on third down too. So, and that's been the norm for us for the last, because even last year was the same situation. Our offense couldn't get it going no matter what we did, you know. And I haven't really sat here and watched the game where I scratch my head and go, what is with the play calling? And this game here, I really looked at it as I'm watching the game. I'm like, what the hell? Who's calling these plays? Like who's coming up with, hey, this will work here? No, it's not. It's just our inability to get in the red zone and keep drives going hurts because the way Gino plays, and that's ultimately our issue on offense right now. Yes, it's our offensive line, and not having a right mix of good players out there. But Gino, man, I'm so frustrated with him. It is even funny right now.
Yeah.
I saw a meme today of a guy sitting in a lawn chair with an empty bottle of Corona, and it's Maxx Crosby's face imposed over the guy. And then across from him is a guy with Geno Smith's face, and he's got the cooler next to him. And Max goes, "Hey, throw me a beer." He takes the beer and he throws it, but it goes over his head and hits the wall behind him. It's like, that's funny because that's kind of what it's like when you watch him play.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
It's like, who are you throwing to? I'm over here. But I mean, it's years of this, and it just seems like no matter who's in charge, it's the same thing.
Yep.
And leads us into this: the turnovers and tip passes. Jay played that clip last night on the show for the rate of connection of the excuses. What's your full take on the whole excuse thing? The way he explained it, basically
it's crazy because even if it was like the one that sticks out is the Thornton pick where it looks like Gino threw it into double coverage. Like even if that play was Thornton's fault, he's a rookie wide receiver. You are a veteran quarterback, the leader of the team. You're supposed to be the leader of the team. You're supposed to take the accountability. Like, hey, I need to be better. I need to read that better. I need to do something different. But he's just throwing blame on a rookie wide receiver. And honestly, in every single press conference that I've seen, he doesn't really take accountability for the turnover problem that he's had. It's always like, oh, it's a process. We'll work on it. We'll get better. Or he never says, you know what, this is my fault. I got to be better. I got to do something different. Or he never really says that. And to me, as a veteran quarterback, you know what success looks like in the league. You've been around the league for a long time. And that's what good quarterbacks do. They take accountability. He just has not, for whatever reason.
Yeah, you don't expect your quarterback. I mean, in all honesty, I don't think I've ever heard a press conference where a quarterback's come out and thrown excuses like that before. I mean, blatant, obvious excuses when it's like you're watching him talk and I said it last night when he was playing that because I hadn't heard it yet. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is all on you, dude. I said, you can't be blaming the receivers or blaming this or blaming that. That's all on you. I don't know. Talk about not taking accountability, and then to throw out it's a process. Dude, we're week 6 into this shit. This isn't a process. A process is something that you go through in training camp, and maybe the first week because everybody's knocking the rust off and everything.
Right.
But we're at week 6.
Exactly.
The only excuse I'll let him get away with is O-line not blocking for him. I'll give him that one if he throws that out there. But my God, he's playing scared. I agree with Accelerator.
No, he is definitely.
It's just mind blowing that a player can come out and do that, have that excuse. I'm still horrified with that whole press conference that Jay played last night because I like I said, that was the first time I saw it and it threw me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I in my videos and the previews that I do and stuff like that, I mean, the Raiders offense doesn't have an identity. Like normally
No.
you look at teams around the league and you say, okay, you know what, that team is a running, like the Colts, for example. They are a rushing attack team. Like that's what they're known for. Jonathan Taylor's one of the best backs. They have a really good offensive line. You look at that team, you go, oh, their offense is a rushing attack team. Or you look at the Bills, and for a majority of Josh Allen's time there, he's been a passing team. Like you look around the league and you say, okay, we know what the identity of these teams are. Whenever we go out there, we look lost. Like should we run it? Should we pass it? And every option that we've done, or every game that we played, it seems like we're putting it all on Geno. And that's not what the offense looked like last year for Ohio State in Chip Kelly's offense. So why it completely flipped, I don't know. Does Chip Kelly not trust the abilities of Ashton Genty and the other backs? Because if you look at Ohio State last year, yes, they had one of the best wide receivers in the nation, but they established the run so that they could get the best wide receiver in the nation open. So I don't understand. Yeah. Turnover is definitely our identity. Easy win on the schedule. That's what other teams are saying.
Oh, definitely. And think about it. We looked at the schedule before the season started, and we were like, "Oh, that's an easy win." And I said last night, that Giants game is not going to be easy win. And I'm watching them right now.
No.
They're playing against the Eagles. Granted, they're at home. The Giants, they're only down by 4 points right now, and it's 3 minutes before the halftime. And the Giants are playing pretty damn good here. You know? And Eric's right. It definitely a process being a fan, and 100% agree with that one. So here's what we're doing now, folks. Anybody that wasn't here before, doing this right now. I am switching over on my channel from subscriber mode only to members only. So if anybody's in here that's not a member of my channel, switch over to Nate's, go over to LV Raider 10. You can be able to finish watching the show on his channel. We're doing this so we can start getting more people onto his channel, get him up to where he needs to be as far as numbers go. So I am switching. Meow. So let me make sure that worked. Let me just double check first before we go any further. Oh, that's your channel. You're on subscriber mode, right?
Yes, sir.
Where's mine? Make sure mine worked. Members only. Give me a moment, folks. Members only mode is on. All right. So you have to be a member of my channel if you're going to stay, but if you're not a member, get your ass over to Nate's channel and finish watching the show there. So you should see an uptick now. So where were we? So we discussed that. And then this did come up. I mean, you talked about this in the first part too. The defensive fatigue, poor third down, you know, just being out there so often. Other than, and I don't think this was one of Max's greatest games either. He wasn't like a superstar in this one like he was the week before. What's your overall take on how the defense looked this weekend?
I mean, they played okay. I think the field position battle was completely lost by the Raiders because every time that Jonathan Taylor would score a touchdown, it seemed like they were already in the red zone. So that it's tough to do when you're defending from the 20 on in. That's hard to do. But you're right. Like Daniel Jones just stood in the pocket, delivered, executed what he needed to do, and they did it to a T. They ran the ball effectively, which we knew they were going to do. Although Jonathan Taylor didn't have the best rushing yards that he's had in his career, he put up 4 touchdowns. So that's a big day for him. It's just they did whatever they wanted to do. They had their way with the Raiders all on both sides, all 3 phases of their team. So all around. We're not good.
Shout out to the fat lady with the $2 super chat. I ain't sung the Raiders yet, but I'm about to.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, you better keep your vocal cords good because I think you're going to be singing that fairly soon here, unfortunately. What's up, 805? Welcome in, man. Let's see. Accelerator says we are a 5-win team this year. Will says 6. What do you?
Oh,
you know what?
man.
For shits and giggles. Everybody else in the chat, put it in there. What you think we're going to finish with total wins now, based on how we've already played. Now, what do you got?
If we lose this game, we are fighting for the number 1 overall pick. I recorded my preview for tomorrow, and I said it in there as well. If we lose to an obviously rebuilding team, where does that put us? Like, we had higher expectations for this team than to be fighting for the number 1 overall pick, which the Titans are definitely doing this year. They're, like I said, an obvious rebuilding team. They don't have a ton of talent over there. That's why they got Cam Ward. So if we lose to them, if we thought all hope was gone now, I cannot even imagine what people are going to be saying if we lose this game. So
we're kind of screwed.
I believe, honestly, five games is probably right around where we're going to be at, which is terrible.
Accelerator says 5. Will says 6. Eric says 4. I'm actually leaning towards the 4, to be honest with you. I don't see us doing much better than what we were last year. I don't feel it. Not the way we're playing, and not the teams we got left on this schedule.
Yeah.
You know,
it only gets tougher from here.
Yeah, the Titans game might be the easiest one we've got left out of everybody else. You know, and I said it before. We get the Chiefs next week, and they're getting Rice back too, so that just adds another piece to their puzzle.
Yep.
And God knows we can't cover a team with one receiver, let alone a team that's full of all kinds of different receivers and all pro Hall of Fame future. And as much as I hate saying it, Kelsey, and some semblance of a running game for them, and Mahomes. Good luck.
Yep.
Accelerator. And the only reason we'll get 5 wins is because there will be a couple of teams at the end of the season that won't be playing their starters. Otherwise, we'd be a 3-win team this year. Well,
and that's valid. That's valid to say.
Those 2 teams at the end are the Chiefs and the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chiefs may be playing for their playoff life, so they ain't going to be sitting nobody if they're still struggling to get in. And the Giants could be right in the thick of things in the NFC East, too, getting a wild card spot. So I don't even see that happening against our 2 teams that we have to play at the end of the year. Don't say that, fam. We're going to lose now. What's up, All Eyes? Welcome in, man. 4 or 5 wins, he says. Chris Madrid, what's up, man? Hit you with that Raiders. Here we go. Where is it?
Raiders.
Yes, sir.
So anybody that's just jumping in now, you'll notice my channel's on members only. So we're trying to direct everybody over to Nate's channel. So make sure you guys get yourself over, because I see the numbers jumped up as far as how many people are watching right now. We're up to 24 in the chat. Make sure those 24 are actually in Nate's channel. It's LV Raider 10. Get your butt over there. If you haven't subbed to him yet, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, give him a thumbs up for today's show. We need to show the love to Nate's channel here. Accelerator. The last thing I thought we'd be in week 6 was hopeless. Yeah. Calling the therapist, I need antidepressants. Robert Pena, nobody likes Nate.
Apparently,
It keeps fluctuating, but you still got a good chunk of people on there.
Yeah.
So how about this one? That great banner right there. Special teams miscues. We've been on fire with special teams this year, huh?
Yeah.
It's been one of our strong points. Where do you go from here with them?
It sucks because AJ Cole is one of our better players. He's one of the best punters in the league, and he completely flips a field for an offense that's sputtering and cannot move the ball. So the fact that we lose him is going to make it even tougher on our defense. And that's not a good thing because we know that our defense has already been out there on the field for a long time and our offense can't move the ball. So they're going to take over in a better field position. So it's going to even make it worse for our defense. So I'm hoping that the new punter that we brought in can be good at the very least because we're going to definitely need it. And the fact that we completely just missed multiple protections in multiple games on special teams that were very costly to the game and to our players, that should not happen. Like, that should not happen at all. The special teams coach needs to put it together, need to put different personnel or something because that shouldn't happen.
Yeah. I saw it and I'm trying to find it now. It was the list of, I don't know if you have it, the list of injuries. Like who's out, who's in, who practiced this week.
Let me see.
I don't have it now. I can't find it. I didn't save it when I saw it. It's pissing me off because I want to. Because is he definitely out? Yeah. Is AJ Cole definitely out for this game?
I'm not sure, but I felt like here, hold on. I felt like when we were looking at it yesterday that it seemed like he was on the not gonna yeah. So Wednesday and Thursday he didn't participate in practice, so it doesn't look good.
What is this one here? Get rid of that banner. I can't see it. Hang on. I'll look this way. I should be able to see. Yeah, I can see it this way.
So it has Brock Bowers, with his knee. He didn't participate in practice on Wednesday and Thursday again.
Yeah.
So he's probably not going to play. AJ Cole, the ankle injury, didn't practice Wednesday and Thursday. Crosby apparently has a knee thing, but he was full participant on both days. Mayer, again, full participant from his concussion. APJ has an ankle thing, full participant both days. Eric Stokes, from his knee injury, was limited on Wednesday, but he was a full participant on Thursday. And then Pegues, he apparently has a knee injury. I'm not sure what that means on Wednesday, but on Thursday he was a full participant. And then they have a whole list of injuries for the Titans. So
yeah, they look like a mash unit right now.
Yeah.
What's up, Rorschach? What's going on, brother?
What up, Rorschach?
So what did it say about Cole again?
Oh, he didn't participate for both Wednesday and Thursday. Same thing with Bowers.
All right, so they'll probably within the next. Well, he's probably not gonna play.
Nope.
Because what's the deadline to activate somebody off the practice squad? Tomorrow, right? Before the weekend?
I think so.
Yeah, I doubt he's going to play. That changes a lot right there. That changes our, like you said, it changes our field position that we lead the other team, the Titans in once we punt. Because God knows we can't have Carlson punt because when he punted on Sunday, oh, good Lord, that was horrible.
It wasn't good. Yeah.
I can't blame him. The guy's not a punter. He's a kicker,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they cut Jeff Driscoll, I think it was.
Yeah.
Quarterback in order to bring in that punter. He came. Where'd he come from? Cincinnati, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
We took him off their practice squad. So, yeah, I mean, but not only just with the special teams kicking with AJ Cole being hurt. What's your take on our coverage team? Because it's been awful.
It's been bad. There's been some big returns. That shouldn't happen either. We were supposed to have like Darian Porter. That's what he was known for. The special teams. He was supposed to be really good on special teams. Lobby has been probably our best special teams player overall. But when you have like big time starters playing special teams, it's hard because they are going to be fatigued from playing the game. So it's a little tough to expect a lot from your special teams when you have a lot of big participating players playing special teams as well. It's not like high school where you can play the whole game, or college where I guess you can play the whole game too, but like it's not like that in the NFL. It's way too physical for people to do that. So either we need to figure out a different philosophy of, if you're not an absolute starter, you need to play special teams, because that's probably not going to work in the long run for us. It's obvious we've had problems with it already so far, so we need to figure that out, and that has to be on the head coach and the special teams coach.
Yeah, I mean, not only is it just a coverage issue too, it's just a simple blocking factor on the field goal and extra point attempts. That's ridiculous in itself, you know. That's like the most basic thing. People start on a practice squad for a reason. I mean, on the special teams or offensive line, especially, for a reason. Because you're not good enough to be out there on the regular starting lineup, but it's a way for you to get out there and make a name for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
You can't even stop a guy that's lined up on your head and you get whooped like that sometimes. I just don't get it.
Ooh, exactly.
So, Accelerator, the only way I'm taking anybody to the Super Bowl is if I hit the Mega Millions and I take everybody to the game. That's the only way. I ain't taking nobody to the Super Bowl. So Rocksha says, I'm sorry, but unfortunately this season is over for me. I still can talk my Raiders gear, but nothing is going to change until it happens. I mean, you're absolutely right.
I can agree with that.
You know, and this is what happens, you know, with Raider fans, unfortunately. They get discouraged. And for me, now, Nate, you're going to see it too, because you're part of the black hole and you go to the watch parties and everything. You know, and you'll see less people show up when the team plays this way, because who wants to go and spend their hard-earned money sitting at a bar paying for drinks and food when they could just stay home and watch it? You know?
Right.
So in my case, being a chapter president, whether it was a president of the Booster Club or the chapter president of the TBH in New England, it makes my job as the president so much harder, because I have to come up with other ways to keep people engaged, you know, the fans engaged and the members to want to still show up and be part of it, you know, because it's not so much the process of what's on the field. It's that if you're going to be miserable watching the game, might as well be miserable with other people that are fans of the same team. You can all be miserable together. It's like a giant therapy session, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I've said this for years, that we're a byproduct of what gets put on the field. And if what's on the field isn't good, we don't get the people that show up on a regular basis, and it's very hard to do.
Yep.
So Al Davis is in the house. Rest in peace, sir. Yesterday was the anniversary on his passing. We didn't mention that last night, and after we got off, I was like, shit, we should have said something last night.
Yeah.
But we will mention it now. So it is the anniversary yesterday on the 8th of October of his passing. So just win every once in a great while, baby. Yeah. Thank you for the $2. Davis. I appreciate you, sir. Yeah, and you're right too. It's like just everyone just win a couple more. You know, just give us some sort of bright hope. You know, I think winning this weekend will definitely help Raider fans feel better. Maybe.
Oh, 1,000%.
You know, we need something.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we got a win. It's been 5 weeks, so it's like, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, I guess now we can switch over to because I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, there was really no bright spots to talk about from Sunday's game. Absolutely
not at all.
You know, Genty didn't have a great game. He did okay, you know, for what we were, you know, what was presented to us, you know, presented to him for lanes and everything. So I think we're done talking about that game, because I just want to put that one out of my memory bank and just move on. So I know this will spark some chatter in the chat. Trade rumors for Maxx Crosby? Huh? So There's one particular rumor that's been kicking around that I saw.
Yeah.
Heard there's a rumor of Jeff in a onesie after the Raiders.
It's not a rumor. It's true, 805.
It's 100% true, brother. I can even pull up the picture to prove it. You know what? I did find it the other day. I was looking for it. I'm going to pull it up. Fuck this. Yeah, I did. It took me a while, but I finally found it. Oh, there it is. All right. So this doesn't happen very often, but I will put it here. Boom.
There he is. That's a cool onesie. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what.
I don't.
Might have to use it. Dude, it's going to be in the fucking low 20s tonight. We got a frost coming tonight. Oh, yeah. So that's the picture. Okay, we're getting that out of there now. Stone was a bright spot. Nah, he wasn't a bright spot. I don't think anybody was really a bright spot for us. What's up, doppelganger? The Colts game never happened. It was all a dream. Yeah, I wish.
What up, Charles?
What's up, Charles? Trade him yesterday. No, it does not have a rear trap door. It's got a zipper that goes all the way down the front. No, we don't need to trade Maxx. We have plenty of cap space money, so we don't need to get rid of Maxx to improve the team. If we had no money, I'd say go for it. It's not a question of the money, though. That's not the issue. It's what you're going to reap the benefits of in the future with draft picks. Because let's face it, who in their right mind for a free agent is going to want to come to this team? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can throw money at people all you want. If they don't want to make the money and be on a winner, why would they even want to come here? And this is a problem we had years ago, too, when we were horrible. Nobody wanted to come here. You know, you're always going to find a coach that's willing to put their name on the line and coach a pro team. But when you're a player and you got limited time and you have hopes of winning a championship and you're a great player and teams are clamoring for you, if you see the Raiders are on that list, who the fuck wants to come here?
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, makes sense.
What's your feeling on the whole Maxx thing?
To me, I mentioned it yesterday. Like, if we were going to go, if we trade Maxx away, that tells me full rebuild. And you don't do that mid-season. Like, if I can respect if prior to this year, we get a young head coach, we get a younger coaching staff, we get, if we still hired Spytek, that's fine. But if we went younger everywhere and traded Maxx in the offseason and we said, hey, you know what? We need to completely do a revamp of this entire team. We're going to start over. I can respect that. At least there's a direction. This half-ass, halfway in, halfway out has what we've been doing for forever. And we're stuck in purgatory, NFL purgatory, because we're either too low to get the starting quarterback we've been wanting to get in the draft, or we're too high. We're too high to get the starting quarterback, or we're too low, but not high enough in the draft to get the number one overall pick, that'll make an absolute change. So it's always, we're right in the middle, and it sucks. But to me, like I said, if we trade Maxx Crosby, that says absolute rebuild, because that is the face of our franchise right now. And it just doesn't make sense to do it mid-season, at least not right now, especially after a full pay grade. Like, we paid the guy to stay and be the face of our franchise. This is the guy that Pete Carroll came out prior to the season, said, we want more Maxx Crosbys on our team. Like, if we want to build the Raiders in the image of guys like Maxx Crosby, why ship him out mid-season? That doesn't make sense to me. So if we are going to commit to a rebuild, wait till the end of the year. Maxx Crosby's still going to have a lot of trade value at the end of the year. I don't think it's going to change unless he gets absolutely hurt like he did last year, but he's going to have more trade value at the end of the year than he will right now. But I don't know. I don't think that this team is going to do that because we have Pete Carroll for only 3 years. We have Geno Smith for 3 years.
Mhm.
Like, we're trying to win now. Supposedly, we're trying to win now, and moving
Fool me.
Maxx that doesn't seem like that's the right decision if we're trying to build a winner as soon as possible.
Well, here's my feeling on that. 805, I saw you. I saw your message too. You want to come in and talk about it? I'll give you the link. You want to come in? You're more than welcome to. Um,
Definitely.
the thing with Max, I think the most opportune time to have traded him was before the season started.
Right.
Okay, before before we made that contract offer to him. Granted, I know that the trading wasn't. We couldn't have done a trade thing. That was back in March. We could have waited, and then when the trading opened up, then ship his ass off if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember what we're going to get for him right now is the guaranteed highest we're going to get for him right now. To be honest with you,
I don't
because
think
you
that's
don't know.
true. Because if he
Well,
goes
you
if
don't.
he goes on and plays the rest of the season extremely well, then
True, but what if for some reason he does get injured? Well, the trade stock just dropped. Okay, you're not going to get as much for him at that point because of an injury. You know, so yes, he could play out the rest of the year and look awesome. But you got to remember, this is almost like any other sport. When teams are starting to fall out of any chance of making the playoffs, they start to have fire sales to save
Mhm.
money and to rebuild for next year. And in the NFL's case, by rebuilding, it's getting more draft picks. It's not necessarily trading players. So if a team like the most rumors I've seen is San Francisco, and
right.
I know you've seen that one too. So if it's a team like San Francisco that's still fighting for a division title and the opportunity to get to the playoffs, and if they feel as though he's what's going to help them do that, because let's face it, their offense they're good on offense. They just need that little extra push on defense, and he would go in there and make a big difference for them. So if that's the case, then you would do that trade during the season. Waiting till after the season, provided if he doesn't have a good season the rest of the way but doesn't get injured, his draft stock, his trade stock may still be kind of high, but I think right now it's already past. If we wait to the end of the season, it's already past for some teams to really reap the benefits of him, because some teams are going to want to reap the benefits right now
Mhm.
so that they can really put their final stamp on a team, to win it now, make that move and let's go for it. I mean, perfect example is Philly. They brought Saquon in, and look what happened with them last year. They just fucking rolled. The Rams did it a few years ago too. They brought in a couple of players, and bang, they just ripped right through everybody the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in that. What do you do? Like if some teams calling for him, and the offer's too good to turn down. Just like I said before the draft. I mean, that would have been the time to do it, was before the draft. So you could have made draft picks. Use those picks that, coming up, for that draft that we just passed. Because that would have given us a whole different looking team, to be honest with you.
Yeah, definitely.
It would have been a whole different looking team. I don't think we should have traded him a few years ago. I think this is the season to do it regardless, whether it was before the season, during the season, or after the season. I think that's time. Because if we keep playing this way and losing games in the fashion that we're losing, he's going to get so frustrated. And has Pete Carroll lost the locker room yet? Who knows? I mean, they already let go of
Yeah.
Pratt because of an issue. There's more dominoes to fall. I think there's more to this than what we're seeing.
No, definitely. Especially after the whole thing with Jermaine Pratt came out. That
Yeah.
seems like there's way more to it than what we can see.
So OC Nation said trade Max for picks. Who's going to develop the young players? Pete can't even put the current players that are worth anything on their right positions. No trust in his coaching staff. And I think that's a lot of it too.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like if
Yep.
we wanted to do that, why get someone that we know is only going to be here for the short term? Like if we wanted to completely go in on the rebuild, I can respect it because that's a decision that has to be made, but we're staying in this, wishy-washy, this limbo of we're staying right in the middle of the pack, it seems like every year.
Yeah. No, this isn't Nate and I starting this rumor. This is, I mean, anybody that watches any type of news and shit that goes out there or rumors, it's been all over today. I've seen it in so
Mm,
many different formats and social media platforms. So this isn't something that we concocted. So I
yeah.
don't want anybody to think that, this is us coming up with this out of our, warp, well, especially my warped fucking sense of humor and interpretation of things. I'm just addressing stuff that everybody knows. I mean, that's the elephant in the room. I'm sure everybody was waiting to see if we were going to say something about it tonight, and we did. What's up, Mike? Man, what's going on? I think the Raiders trade. If the Raiders trade Maxx Crosby now, they won't sniff another playoff game for another 2 decades. Probably not wrong though. We're not. It's not going to be good. I don't want to see us trade him away either, but. If you're an employer and you have a disgruntled employee that's just not happy there, how productive are they?
Yeah.
How much do they want to go out and keep giving their blood, sweat, and tears and laying their body on the line for you for what? You don't put the pieces around that person that helps them perform better at their job or give them the
Yeah.
tools that they need. So you hire a guy as a carpenter and you give him a plastic Fisher Price hammer. Here, go build that house. You're not giving him the right tools. That's pretty much what it's like. I mean, you've got Kuntz is invisible.
Yeah.
Tyree's still Tyree.
Yeah.
Did we address the secondary? Maybe. Because they're still not the best. They're not
That's the
great.
thing. Like, even when the secondary was playing well earlier in the season, like, we knew that Stokes was going to get injured, and it was just a matter of time. Like, Stokes was playing well, and we're like, okay, when is it going to happen? And it finally happened, and now I can already foresee it. Like, for the rest of the year, it's going to be in and out of the lineup. We're going to have to trust Darian Porter and try to develop him more than what we were expecting to. And, I mean, Darian Porter is a good physical tools guy. It's has to get more of the technical stuff down. He only played corner for a year and a half. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be rough.
What's up, Jamie? Jamie says, hell no. No one trading Max. Unproven draft picks don't replace a proven style like Max. We did it with Khalil Mack. We just stupid draft picks at that point. I would have a little bit more faith in this front office, to be honest with you, on the draft picks, maybe.
If we hit on those draft picks, that is a completely different. We're talking about winning multiple times. Like, we're going to be
if those draft picks that we got for Khalil, yep, if they would have been used right, we wouldn't be talking like this right now.
No,
no way. We'd all be happy and the team would be in a good spot. No. I mean, like I said, though, we did it with Matt. We did it with Khalil Mack. Doesn't mean that we won't do it again. Just this is where you got to trust the process and trust who's going to be in charge to make those decisions to bring in the right draft picks. And again, there's no guarantee on draft picks. There's no guarantee on bringing in a high-priced free agent player either. There's no guarantees in any of this. Do the 49ers even have first-round picks to give up? I have no idea what they have, and I know Accelerator asked what the hit would be if we did trade them. I have no idea. Well, if we trade him, we wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how that contract works. I don't know. Killmore has definitely proven he's a great offensive coordinator. Look at Philly without him. Yeah, they're not as good this year.
Yeah.
Rorschach says, me on this Max trade, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, but here's a famous quote, and this makes a ton of sense. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. You see, but you do not observe, and it's a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. So Accelerator said he hasn't lost a locker room. He got 10 playoff appearances in 14 years. There's no way he loses a locker room. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, is the game passed him by now?
I don't know.
I mean, you know him better than I do, being a USC fan.
I think that the the one incident that has been the worst has definitely been Gino. That has been the biggest one, and we all know, even if he doesn't even come out to say it, that was Pete's idea. That was Pete's, that was Pete's guy. So I think if he was the one that said, "Hey, we need to go get that guy," that's not a good look on your talent evaluation, at least.
Yeah, and I could agree with all eyes. Max ain't no Howie or Townsend. He's not. He really isn't. He's good for this current situation, but he wouldn't. His size and everything, that wouldn't have mattered for shit. How he is, he wouldn't have lasted back then. No way. Do you think he'd be putting up Howie type numbers in that era? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Players were built different back then, man. I don't think he would. And yes, Dodgers win. I saw that.
Boo.
This fucking kid. Oh man, he was on your lawn too long. Shut up. Davis would roll over in his grave. If he saw what was going on right now, oh my God. He'd be livid right now. He would be so bad. What happened to you play your contract out? You signed it. Yeah, but we're talking about trading him away. That's different than him saying he wants more money now. But if the team's looking, like say the 49ers, why are you going to be so negative, Leo? Shut up. Go back to watching baseball. Elephants in the room again. Thanks, Jeff. It's about time someone addressed me. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. So that person, whoever it is either a moderator or a subscriber. So we know that much. Because I wouldn't be able to chat in my channel. We never addressed the secretary. No, we didn't.
Not well enough, at least.
What's up, Cool Kev? Yeah, I don't know what the cap hit is.
That's a good question.
I'm sure as if more and more people talk about it, someone's going to look into. I have no clue what it would be.
What I wanted to bring up too on piggyback when I see this this comment right here was the fact that if we find a trade partner for Geno Smith, we have a 0 cap hit for the rest of his contract. But if we cut him, I think it was like, if we cut him after this year, I think it was only 18 and a half in dead cap money. So is that a possible, move that the Raiders could make? Obviously, we're only fucking 5 games in going down to week 6, but if it doesn't get better anytime soon, people are going to be calling for heads. And especially, like I said, if we lose this weekend, oh my goodness. There's going to be riots in Henderson.
Yeah. People are going to start losing their goddamn mind. That's why this week a win is imperative, just to kind of quell the tempers and let everybody breathe again. But then we're right back with the Chiefs the week after.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after that, the Jaguars, who just beat the Chiefs last week. It's like, oh my God. Peter's ready for Shady Acres. Well, that's what I said, Leo. I said, is it to the point where the game's past him? Like, is he lost a step when it comes to, being in this position? Back in my day, these kids could never. Leo, go away, man. Jeff, I think you missed the
Go away?
I don't think I did. 3 of them, right? I hit them all. Yeah, I did. I got them.
Yeah, it was because we didn't. Yeah,
I'm a little behind
in the room. That's why, yeah.
Is that a fat joke on me? He's too fat to be in my room because I'm in here? Is that it, Leo? Thank you.
That's fucking.
Famous quote was from the one and only Sherlock Holmes. I'm ready to unceremoniously block Leo. He's in the block, Leo. I love it. Yeah, 14 years since he passed.
Wow, that's crazy.
What's up, Ja Raider? I smell a repeat Dodgers, baby, and they're doing their job. Yeah, the Yankees are out too. That's nice. Yeah, they won't care. It's not a Raider town. Yeah, he's not wrong there either. No, 805's there. He'll lead the riots. Here we go. See him on the fucking on the 6 o'clock news in Vegas. I'd rather just talk to Raider fans. Yeah. True, Vegas is about the Aces and the Knights, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie's got a big message here.
1,000%.
Jamie says the Raiders pay scrubs that nobody else wants and good players they let walk out the door. You can't make this shit up. Pete looks lost out there. I'm beginning to wonder if his age is affecting his ability to coach with competency. His press conferences are all the same word salads and excuses. Yeah, I watched the press conferences and I it's just that regurgitated crap all the time. The whole trust the process, and then you got Gino up there making all those excuses yesterday. He just looked like an ass. Looked like a complete ass up there talking. It's like, why do you even bother coming and talking to the press? Just don't even bother.
Yeah, every press conference I've seen from Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, from Geno Smith, they're not good. They don't, give any confidence to this fan base at all.
No. So basically, there's a disconnect from the front office and the coaching staff that has to be addressed in the offseason. One critical issue is replacing Patrick Graham if he leaves the OC and the DC. Not just a block, but unceremoniously blocked out. Never mind. PG basically said it'd be nice to have good players, but it is what it is.
Damn, that's tough.
What's up, Super Omnicron? There were goons back in the day. In the 80s, they chose violence. Yeah. Squid Game.
That meme is hilarious.
Is that your? What is that one?
That's the video. I mean, that's my channel.
Okay. Yeah, make sure everybody that hasn't yet, make sure you guys get over to Nate's channel, LV Raider 10. Hit that sub, hit the notification, hit the thumbs up on this show. We're trying to get more and more people to push over to his channel. So I do see a lot of paper clips in the chat. So that's
definitely good. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, you got 14 rocking on your channel right now. That's awesome. Pete can't even chew gum. The gum is chewing him. So it'd be 18.5 million in dead cap money, Super? Is that what it is?
If we
there you go, Accelerator. He answered your question.
If we cut Geno Smith after this year, it's 18.5 in dead cap money.
Oh no, what was the? Oh, it's right, because we have to wait to what? I don't know. He's got a 3-year deal, the 4th-year option, or 2-year, 3-year.
It was an extension from his current. So after this year, they had the clause or whatever it is that is like lower. So it's 18.5. And then if we, like I said, if we make a trade, if we are able to find a trade partner with him, then we have no cap money, no dead cap in trade. Only after this year, though.
I just, again, there's no quick.
That's right.
Yeah. Does it seem y'all that Chip has any say on personnel decisions on who to start? I don't know.
I know he doesn't like JPJ, so maybe.
I think that's a definite. Is like we said last night. I think was it you that said it? His facial expressions when the name comes up from the press.
Yeah,
it's It's like, don't bother me with that ridiculous question face, like what? you know. There's no
What
easy
up, Twan?
fix. There's no quick fix. What's up, Twan? There's
Not
no
in the
quick
middle of the
fix.
season. There's definitely not in the middle of the season. So
No,
we're kind of just have to rock with
no.
what we got right now.
And like I said, it's like even in the off season with free agents and such, who the fuck's gonna want to come here? You're gonna get bums like Gino that's willing to, accept the trade from his current team to come to this sideshow. It's not even a circus. This is like a side freak show you'd see on the boardwalk somewhere in fucking Coney Island or in Atlantic City. I don't know. Trading Max feels like a bad omen. I'm not saying to trade him.
I can agree with that.
I agree with that it's a bad omen, but it just, if it comes to it, obviously there ain't nothing we can do about it. If it happens, it happens. We're just gonna have to deal with it and trust the process that they pick the right players in the draft, whatever picks we get for them. There's an idiot content on YouTube saying Pete got everything he wanted and JM McDummy and AP didn't. What a moron. McDaniel got everything he wanted. AP didn't,
Yeah.
but hey, yeah, he did. And he got rid of some
Josh
stuff
McDaniels
too.
got everything he wanted. He had full
Yeah.
control of freaking everything. Yeah, AP didn't get shit. I feel.
And
I
he
feel a little bad about that.
single-handedly dismantled the team that was a playoff team. Fucking
Yep.
ruined us. Absolutely ruined us. You trade away the quarterback that wanted to be here, that liked being here, and you brought in Jimmy Garoppolo that you thought was an upgrade. He wasn't even a lateral movement.
Well, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo or Geno Smith right now. Might have to take Jimmy Garoppolo.
If I had to choose between the two,
Mm-hmm.
don't make me choose.
Don't make me choose.
I would probably have to go with Jimmy G, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's played definitely way better.
Yeah. Gino is just awful, man. And that's the scary part. I really don't want him to last this whole contract. If there's anybody we should talk about possibly trading away, but we ain't going to get shit for him, would be him. We wouldn't even get this much of an iced coffee for trading Geno Smith. Yeah, we'll give you this. We'll take Geno Smith. Yeah, thanks. Fucking Geno Smith. What's up, Arnie? What's going on, brother? Trade his ass. I don't care anymore. And that's the other thing too. People get so attached to players that's the problem. You're going to have those diehards that absolutely love Max, just like the people that were all over, Derek Carr.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you can't trade him away. I love him. Well, sorry, but this is what the team's doing. You're going to have to deal with it, just like what they did with Derek Carr. Although that wasn't really the team. That was McDaniels.
Yeah. We should have never let him go, if we're being honest. But
no,
then it's hard because we were trying to move on to get something better. I understand it. Like, the way it was handled was not good whatsoever. I agree with that, but I understood why. Because, again, we're just get stuck in mediocrity, the worst place you can be in as a franchise. So I understand wanting to upgrade or trying to look for other options, but then you just downgrade everything. And it's like, okay, then what was the point? So.
Yep. You ran the wheels off of Josh Jacobs that year and basically didn't want to give him any more money after that too,
Yep.
Yeah, the whole Carr thing was just handled wrong. You don't take
So
the guy
bad.
that's been the face. He was the face of the franchise, no matter what you say. Whether you liked him or hated him, he was the face of the franchise. You don't take a guy like that and just cut him loose and get nothing for him. Tell him don't even show up because we don't want you to get injured. Because if you get injured in the facility, then we got to pay you. That's bullshit too.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
Yeah, when we trade Max, we should no matter what get 2 first-round picks and a second or a third. I don't know about 2 first-round picks, but I could see a first, a second, and a third. Maybe not
I
all the
think
same draft.
the absolute minimum, it should be 2 firsts.
I mean, that's what you'd
Absolute.
hope for. What's up, Predator?
What up,
How
Predator?
crappy would it be if they traded Max and then fixed all the other problems and then we started winning? I love winning, don't get me wrong, but that would be a slap in the face of Max.
Yeah, definitely.
True.
Yeah, that would suck. I said it,
No.
Leo. I've been saying it. I've been said that. So
We could have had both of them.
I wanted both of them extremely bad.
I really wanted Judkins, and I'll tell you what, he's proven me right on that one because he's having a hell of a career season so far. And it didn't even start at the beginning of the season. It took him a few weeks before he was ready to go. Arnie, what a question. Level of confidence level for Geno Smith versus Titans 1 through 9.
1 through
You want
9.
to go first?
Yeah, I was gonna say 4. I think that this game, like I said it yesterday, I said it in my preview video coming out tomorrow. We need to run the ball. I said I want Ashton Genty and Raheem Mostert to combine for like 30 freaking carries. Like 30, 40 carries. Because there's no point of putting the ball into Geno Smith's hand and then he's going to continue producing turnovers and then putting an inferior team back on the field, more chances, more opportunities for them to get back in a game where they shouldn't even be playing. That's exactly what's been happening for the past 3 weeks. Is Geno Smith is averaging over like 3 freaking picks a game and letting teams back into games when we should have won against like the Bears. But we kept them in the game. So, I mean, obviously the Colts, it was already game over there, but the Chargers and the Bears, those were 2 that we could have possibly, came out with a win there.
I got to pretty much be right around where you are. I got to be a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
I don't have much trust in him, and it's exactly what I said last night. The only thing I want him doing touching the ball is handing it off to Genty. Hand it left, hand it right. Hand it to Mostert, hand it to Genty. I don't want him throwing a single fucking pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I want him touching the ball is to take it out from center and give it to one of the running backs. And then just go sit on the bench. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. McDaniels, that's why he ended up doing what he was doing because he really thought they were going to get Brady here. And yeah, he definitely got caught with his pants down on that one. Arnie, what's our biggest weakness? Offense, defense, special teams, and coaching or game planning? Yes.
Yes.
All of that.
That's it. Just yes.
It's legit all of that. There's not one I think takes precedence over the other. They all are a major weakness right now. For the longest time, our special teams were good, a kicking game. Now I can't say that.
Yeah.
And it's not the kickers. Cole,
well, on top
yes,
of you jinxing them, so
yeah, it's not the kickers. It's the players around the kickers that are underperforming or just not doing their job. Period. Leo says -9.
Yeah, for real.
So Predator says, seriously, how is it his fault? Seriously, 6
Talking
coaches
about
in
Carr.
like 8 or 9 seasons? Yeah. Let's see, where are we? What did you start the night with?
180 something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just 1 away from 2. So good job. Appreciate it, everybody.
Hey, it's working. It did what we wanted it to do. So I'm glad it's working out. The game planning is decent. It's just the adjustments that are the problem. Yeah, which we saw no adjustments this weekend.
And the execution.
Yep.
The execution of said game plan is terrible. Because if you watched 805 in the war room, there's people open. It's working. Just come on, bro. Like, I don't know why you can't get the ball to the open receivers. It makes no sense. Damn, Cam Scatabo is having an absolute day today.
Did he just score again?
Yeah.
Or did he just score?
He scored. That's his third, I think.
Of the game?
Uh-huh.
Second, unless he's got a
Second?
receiving touchdown.
I don't know. I just got a notification of a 1-yard touchdown scored by Cam.
Yep. So just real quick, this is Dot right now. 12 for 17, 137 yards and 1 touchdown.
Jesus.
Scatabo, 12 carries, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, Tracy's playing. He's got 3 carries. Tracy's done. He ain't gonna get in his starting job back.
No, hell no.
Scatterboos got 1 catch, 4 yards. Now on the Eagles side, Jalen Hurts 14 for 19, 164 and a TD. Barkley's 10 for 60. Hurts has 1 rushing touchdown. Goddard has the receiving touchdown. Goddard 6 for 50. Oh, he's having a good night. Damn, fucking Scatterbo, man. We could have had that fucker. Pisses me off.
And Dart.
Yeah.
Dart with 20 freaking points in fantasy right now.
Nick gonna wake up with 1 million subs tomorrow.
I hope so.
Other than Max and Brock, who is your favorite player on defense and offense?
Other than Max and Brock? Offensively, it's been slowly going towards Genty, to be honest. Like, I wasn't like a huge Genty fan. Like, I liked him coming in, but now since he's actually been getting the ball, I'm like, oh, that's why I like Genty coming in. And so now I think it's going to be Genty on offense. And then defensively, oh, man.
That's a tough one.
That's kind of tougher.
That's a tough one.
I like Polamalu mainly because he went to USC and he's a ball hawk. Whenever he gets around the ball, he just seems to be always around to play. But if I had to pick one, I don't know. That's hard. Devin White's been playing well as well. Maybe I'd have to go just Polamalu. I'm just gonna go with Polamalu.
For me on offense, I got to stick with JPJ. Just with all the crap he's going through, and he still goes out there and balls out. Him. And on defense, I got to go Jamal Adams. I know he didn't have the best game this past weekend, but he's still been a bright spot on the defense outside of Max. So.
Yeah. I had a rushing touchdown. Yep.
Oh yeah, he did. Wow, 20. Yeah, he's got 6 carries for 49 yards. Damn. Yeah, that's right. He did. I did see that one. That was, I think, just before we started.
Appreciate you, doppelganger.
Yeah. What do you say?
He said he's got to go.
Later, man. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you, brother. Let's see. But no, don't draft a QB. Instead, grab a 34-year-old QB that hasn't won anything. Yeah, you're right. That's for damn sure.
Exactly.
And you're right, accelerated. That's why if I can't pick Brock, that's why I'm picking. It would be him or Genty, but I didn't want to pick the same player that Nate did, so I went. I went with that. So let's get into this then. What do you think? Like, what are we going to do this weekend? What's your first major concern? Granted, I know we've got a lot of concerns, but what's the biggest one?
To me, I said a little bit earlier too. Turnovers. We cannot turn the ball over and expect to be a successful team. Successful teams do not turn the ball over, especially at the rate that we've been doing it. That's not good at all. So to me, if we limit turnovers, which in my mind means to run the ball, because we've had a good, like Genty and Mostert haven't really fumbled. Genty fumbled once, I think, so far this year, and that was like not really even his fault too much. So to me, that's what it means to limit turnovers. Is let's run the ball. I want to see Genty and Mostert. So that's what I think we need to do to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the turnovers, but we gotta. If Max needs to come out on fire again, this is the game. This is the game where he's gonna come out and do what he did against the Bears. How he
Hmm.
did that game, how he started that game off and kept it going all week long, all game long. But then we need the other guys on defense to open their fucking eyes, see what this guy's doing, and try and step up to his level or as best as you can to complement him. So it's not always looking like it's just him out there. You know,
Yeah.
Kuntz is gonna fucking show up, man. Because at this rate, he ain't getting another deal from us. That prove it
No.
deal's proven that he ain't going to be worth it.
No.
So the defense itself has got to step up. That they got to do something, and this is definitely a game to do it. You got a rookie quarterback back there. Um, they don't have much of a running game at all. You know, this is one where our defense could really tee off to the point where I seriously considered picking the defense up in my fantasy league just for the hell of it. I
Yeah.
seriously did. I think this is one where this defense could really score some serious points in fantasy and maybe even get a touchdown or two, possibly.
Hmm.
I think it's totally possible. That's how bad I think Tennessee's offense really is. They got lucky last week, is what it came down to.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
No, I'm serious, Leo. There's one league that I seriously considered doing it. I'm so far out of it in that league, it wasn't even funny. That's the league I was drafting in the car with you when you were here.
Oh, really? That one?
That's a big money league. Yeah, we're in the car doing all talking, and I spent like an hour and a half in the car just doing my draft, and I just couldn't concentrate. And there's always one game a season where the Raiders fantasy defense has a good game. I think this is the one. I
Hmm.
really do. I think this is it. And Leo, you should be happy. It's your birthday. You're going to the damn game. You want to see that. Let's see. Where was I? Fucking Rorschach. Gino's going to have 4 interceptions. Arnie, when do we replace Gino with Kenny? This game, next game, or after the bye? I already said it. We should have. Pickett should have played Sunday.
It should
Doesn't
have been
mean he
mine.
necessarily should have taken over, but he should have gotten out there in the third quarter on. Game was so
1,000%.
out of hand. Get the kid some playing time with this team with the number ones out there, and get him out in the field at the same time as Genty and our first stringers. Oh yeah, Kuntz is definitely fucking
Yeah,
gone.
1,000%.
Yeah, Kuntz and Wilson. I don't know what's going to happen with Tyree because
We didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so.
Well, and this is what his 3rd year, so we still got one more year with him. Unfortunately, unless we can trade him away.
Sure?
Somebody want to
Put up
give
my
us a
2
tackling
cents.
dummy? We'll take a tackling dummy for him. I don't care. Let's see. Question: have we been cursed at QB since Rich Gannon? I mean, if you think by cursed at QB we didn't get to a Super Bowl, then yeah. I mean, Carr was still a good quarterback. I mean, you can't take that away from him. You can't. I mean, he's leading in all stats for the Raiders' history and quarterback for the most. Yeah, he's leading them on all of them, I think, except for wins. So I wouldn't necessarily say we've been cursed. I think, if anything, we've been cursed with our first-round draft picks. I will say that.
We definitely
Our first-round
have.
draft picks. We just don't know how to pick a first-round draft pick.
No.
And here we are putting our hopes and dreams in our first-round draft pick this year to be a running back and not have anything in front of him to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up, Space Beast? Yeah, it has been. Fantasy's been horrible this year. I've got one really, really good team, and that's the Chewy's League.
I've been all right.
The rest of my other teams are kind of 50-50. Although, no, I'm doing pretty good in Raider Savages League. I think I'm tied for first in that one. Yeah, just Giants team, and they look good, man.
I know. So, this was the game that me and my girl want to go to later on in the year, and now it's like, damn, that might not be a win for us now. We thought it was going to be an easier, like, oh, we'll go to the Giants game, have fun. We'll see Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. But, man, it might look like it's going to be a dogfight now.
Are you not going to the game, or?
No, well, I mean, we haven't bought tickets or anything. We're still planning it.
Are you going this weekend too, or no?
No, I'm not. I'm going to the USC game this weekend.
That's right. You did say that. Kyle was a good QB. He made boneheaded decisions sometimes, but dude had skills. Yeah, I mean, he could throw it. There's no choice about it. I haven't seen their YouTube show. Is it the one with him and his brother, right? Him and Dave?
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't watched it. I should. I've been watching Ashton Genty, though.
His YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Like his behind the scenes and yeah.
No, it's just him sitting at home.
Oh.
He's playing NBA and all that shit.
So it streams? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about his channel, because he'll go
he's got a tour. Dude, he's got a YouTube channel with 5,500 subs on it. Mm-hmm. And every time I watch it, and I usually get in right from the start, doesn't hit more than maybe 130, 140 people in the chat.
Really?
But I think it's just a lot of people subbing because of the name is what it comes down to.
Yeah, for sure.
Just not a lot of people. It's usually during the day, like mid-afternoon type of thing. Well, for me it is. It's probably just after he gets back to his house or his apartment or whatever from practice.
Uh-huh.
And then he just, then he just chills out and he just plays NBA and I think he plays Fortnite too, or COD. No, it was Call of Duty he was playing. So Jamie says, wow, this is another big message. Damn, dude, writing a book. I love it. Doesn't seem to matter who the Raiders bring in. This team must be cursed. I can't explain it. The decision makers in the organization are clueless. How every other team is able to turn shit around immediately with new coaches, players, staff, and have success is so damn frustrating and discouraging to watch. The Raiders organization seems so incapable of making competent decisions to improve this team. The Raiders for the past 20 years have been the laughingstock of the NFL. And you are absolutely 100% fucking correct.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Look at Washington last year. New head coach, rookie quarterback, new offensive coordinator, bunch of different players. They trade away part of their defense, which drove me nuts that they traded away who they traded away. And they still make the NFC Championship game, letting go of two of the best defensive players on their front line.
Mm-hmm.
What? How does that happen? Make that make sense. Why can't we do that?
Yeah, exactly.
And I get where he's coming from, because he's 100% accurate on that. It's like, Jesus Christ, I just don't get it. Let's see, Arden Key, Giad Ward about to work our O-line. That's the one thing. Our offensive line's in for a long day, unfortunately. That's why it's going to be our defense has to show up this week to even give our offense a shot. Jalen Hurts, 7 rushes, 13 yards. He's being contained. Yeah, the Giants are doing a number on him.
There you go.
Oh, you had Marshawn Lynch on there with them? I gotta watch that then.
Yeah, with Derek Carr.
Let's see. Can't find it. It's under his name. It's just Ashton Genty.
I put it in the chat too.
Oh, you found the link? Yeah, it's so easy to find.
In the chat.
Yeah, he does. I've been watching it for the last few weeks now. I thought everybody else already knew about it. I was like, all right, I'm surprised you guys didn't know about it already. What's up, my 2 cents? So, let's do this. Let's get the chat involved in this one. Let's get some score predictions from the chat on this weekend's game between us and the Titans in Vegas. What did you say last night?
I believe I had 17-14 or 14-10, something like that. But I think in my preview tomorrow I say 14-10, so I'm gonna go with 14-10 Raiders.
14-10 us.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rachel. Welcome to the show. I'm sticking with my 30-21. I'm not getting away from that. Telling you, until we break 30 points, I'm guessing 30. I'm predicting 30 every week for us. Unless we win by 14.
By 14, it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's right, because that was the argument the other night. That's right. Like a win's a win, man. I don't care if we win by it. If it was possible for us to score half a point and win by half a point, then fuck it.
Yeah.
If we win by 2 because we get a safety, and that's the only point scored in the entire game, I don't care. We win. Care. Everybody that's a Raider fan walks out of there with a smile on their face because we won at home, because we haven't done that yet this year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at these score predictions. Holy shit.
20-17 Titans.
So accelerator. I wasn't joking when I said 6-3 was my prediction. Jackson Dot just went down.
Did he really?
He's on the 50-yard line, right on the Giants logo. They're showing it right now. Let's see if we can see. High ankle sprain. That's what it looks like it's probably going to be. His left leg got twisted up underneath the linebacker. His leg went and his foot stayed. So his foot's laid flat out, looking off to the side.
Where there goes us trying to trade for Russell Wilson.
Well, there goes the Giants season too. Hey, we might win that game now. So Arnie says 20-17 Titans. Rorschach has absolutely no hope for us. 40-6 Titans. Dixon says 3-2 Raiders. Arnie says plus Kenny Pickett leads us to score 17. Time for us to cook. Yep. You think it's a broken field? I don't know. I mean, it could be. I mean, the way his leg was twisted didn't look good.
I don't know. I haven't been watching it.
So, Nate, what do you got coming up this weekend?
Yep. So tomorrow I have the preview for the Raiders-Titans game. Make sure to go ahead and watch that. It'll be premiering at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So, yep. And then on Tuesday, I'll have the reactions of the game that happened over the weekend. I will try to. I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend, so I will try to get on Friday tomorrow on your guys' show. So I will do that. But besides that, yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
So don't forget, everybody, make sure you get over to Nate's channel. It's LV Raider 10. Hit that subscribe, hit the thumbs up on the show for tonight. Hit the notifications, because he does put out content that he edits on the side and then puts out separately, along with the live shows that him and I do on Thursday nights, and we're also together on Wednesday nights on the Raider Connection. So live, he will be back with me on Wednesday night in the Raider Connection, along with Jay and Cheeto Linus for our Raider Connection show on Wednesday night. This weekend, we've got the Friday Night Live pull-up show tomorrow night. Myself and Chris for Raiders. So anybody that obviously they know they know how that goes. Pull up, and if you want to get on once we put the link up, you're more than welcome to get in. Jackson Dodge running off the field, so can't be that serious. Good. Yeah, he literally ran right off the field. No limp, no nothing. Still going in the tent, though.
Yeah, of course. Rorschach said
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
If Nate was our quarterback, if Nate was a quarterback for the Raiders, then 34-17 Raiders.
Jamie says we don't want Russell. No one does. No, I don't want him either. Game will be scoreless till overtime. Oh man, don't say that. That'll just be the most boringest game. I'm supposed to bring your own boat, BYOB. I'm supposed to. So again, tomorrow night, 9:00 Eastern time, 6:00 Pacific for the Friday Night Live show. Saturday night, Last Call podcast. Myself, Chris Raiders, and Jason Downs. I'm supposed to go on Sunday to Chicopee, which is, like I said, it's usually an hour and a half, 2 hour ride to hang with the chapter. We're supposed to get hit with a nor'easter this weekend, like heavy, nasty ass rains. I might not be making that drive up there. It just, I mean, the drive sucks because of traffic. Now you have the rain, heavy ass rain, and freezing cold like it's supposed to be this weekend. It's not going to be a fun ride. And it's a 4:00 game, which means we're going to get up there almost in the dark. And then by the time the game ends at like 7:30, roughly 7:00, I got to drive home 2 hours in the dark in the pouring rain, and there's no fucking street lights for most of the highway.
Yeah.
So it just sucks. It's just a horrible ride. So I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and see what the weather's really like Sunday when we get up. So, Chewy's here. Chewy, just in time. We're leaving.
What's up, Chewy?
So, well, I thank everybody for being here with us tonight. We all know last week wasn't a fun game to watch. Let's just hope for better times this weekend. And Raider Nation, keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. That's the only thing I can suggest here. Stay positive as best as you can. I mean, I know they keep saying it's only going to get better, but better hope so. I don't know how much.
You can only hope.
I really don't. I really, really don't. So, until next time, everybody, as I always say, stay safe and go Raiders. Hi, Mom. My mother's in the channel. She just hopped in. Yeah.
She said stay home.